By no means is this channel a CONSPIRACY channel. I'm not going to say that word because I think YouTube's not feeling that vibe. But we do like to look at the world and formulate our own perspective, right? Not a spoon-fed perspective that we get through the media, but our own perspective. In this channel, we like to help each other grow as individuals, whether you want to call it a spiritual journey or whether you just want to call it a personal journey. That's what this channel is about. So if you like that kind of energy, you like that kind of vibe, please subscribe to the channel. We got a couple new subscribers. Shout out to you guys. Next thing, if you're feeling the energy on this flow, on this video, go ahead and like, okay? Comment down below also if you have any questions, you got any comments, you just want to show some love. And then last but not least, shout out to my mans. He actually in the last video left it in the comments, turn on that notification bell, because when we throw these videos up, I want you guys to be the first ones to them, okay? So getting into today's topic, you guys have seen the title of the video, and I've been wanting to talk about this for quite some time. I just had to make sure we talked about it in the right light, because we only talk about positivity on this channel. We only talk about inspiration. We only talk about motivation. But at the same time, we like to, you know, point some things out, right? So California is where I live, particularly in the Sacramento, Folsom area of California. And for the last couple of years, these fires have not only been consistent, but they seem to be just getting worse and worse. And as I go down the process of elimination, when I ask myself, why does this happen, when as a world unit, there's firefighters, there's firefighting associations all over the world, it seems like the fires are getting better than the firefighters. Like the fires are beating the firefighters. This is only a quarter of the year that we're at a high risk of fires. So with the other 3/4 of the year, you're telling me we haven't been able to develop a plan. We haven't been able to take some of that dry brush, some of these PG&E, you know, power sources. We haven't been able to fine tune them when we have 3/4 out of the year where it's basically downtime. But these firefighters, they want to slide down the pole, make chili, work out, run. You know, all the moms are just fantasizing about a firefighter. Yo ass should be chopping down some of that brush this fall. You understand? So that's one of my points. That's one of my points I want to start with on this video. It seems to me that these fires are getting so out of hand, we need to reassess what the fire department is doing. And by any means, if you're a firefighter, my heart goes out to you, my hat goes off to you. I appreciate what you do. But something ain't right. Something doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like the firefighting association, that's what we're gonna call it right now, it doesn't seem like their process on putting out fires is working. Because I'll tell you what, you guys can actually see. We have clear skies 24/7 over here. But now the fire just keeps roaring. I don't even know where the hell it is. It's over in Redding. I don't even know where it is. But the smoke is unreal. It's unreal. So here's my next point. When you look at some of the footage, when you look at some of the prior fires, and shout out to Awesome, I think her name is Awesome Alyssa. I just watched one of her videos and she did a really good job at showing some of the geography from these past fires. It's like somebody, okay, this is where we want the fire. They just drew like a square. One famous fire that just happened last year is the Paradise Fire. It's like they just said, okay, let's just put this fire right here. And ironically, all the houses burned down. The cars are melting. But the vegetation, literally the vegetation, this is like the same thing. Vegetation is all fine. But meanwhile, all the housing structure, all the cars, everything's burnt down. So it clearly looks like it's been planned. And we'll get into laser beams and all that kind of stuff in a minute. Another thing I just saw this morning, or it was yesterday morning, it was probably a urge for me to make this video. Somebody, beautiful soul, whoever you are, shout out to you. Somebody put a post out, I think it was on Facebook, it went viral, basically showing you that the United States, Fire City, especially as you get to the west side, Fire City. But for whatever reason, that Canadian border must be made of water, pure water, holy water. Because for whatever reason, there has not been a fire that's jumped over that border. It's like a straight line. Like, oh, this is the United States? Okay, fires, come on through. Oh, is this Canada? Nope, we can't burn over there. It's amazing. And when you think of wildfire, keyword wild, you can't control it. So when I think of wild, I don't think of straight lined fires that had just burned in a straight line. Again, I'm bringing this up for a reason. Now, all my people out there that reach for more answers, seek more answers, know that there are better answers for themselves out there. I wanted to make this video for you guys, just so you don't think that you're crazy. But all in all, just like the football video that I posted that was very brief the other day, these fires are not only a point of distraction, especially as this election comes to a close. These fires are not only a point of distraction for the agenda that is playing in the background, but it's also a money grab. There's so much money that goes into the fires, whether it's funding the fire department, whether it's funding the tools that they actually need, whether it's funding for the people that insurance claims their house gets burned down. There's so much money. So it makes no question for me that they happen every year. Just like, there's always a tragedy, or there's always, and another caveat that I realized that just makes this, they play this on the news like it's part of a tradition, right? They got these guys, it's so funny, the news is so great. They got these guys going out to these sites that are burnt down to a char. They got them going out all fitted. Yep, look at it out here, Mark. Yep. Like it's a game. Well, ironically, this is a game. And the sooner you turn that mode on, the sooner this becomes really fun. Because this fire stuff is fun to me. All this fire stuff, this tragedy, all this stuff is fun. This pandemic is fun to me. People are posting pictures of, morning in San Francisco, and it's just all orange. I'm like, perfect. We're getting ready for Halloween. This is perfect. This is actually fitting. But all of it, guys, if it's coming through that news media outlet, it's a distraction. It's a distraction. I used to be a big proponent of sports. I used to be a big proponent of, and I still am. And I actually want to touch on this. This is going to be another day, another topic, another video. But just because you start to open up that pineal, just because you start to raise your vibration, doesn't mean you still can't enjoy the fruits of life. Despite some of the people that may be in cahoots with the NBA, that may be in cahoots with the NFL, or may be in cahoots with the police department or the government, we know at the end of the day that we can still take certain aspects of, whether it be, a rock concert, or whether it be, going out to the club and dancing, in the spiritual world, I think a lot of people frown upon these certain actions just because it's not so spiritual. As far as I'm concerned, I know what spiritualism is. It's being happy, and it's just sharing that love. That's what spirituality is to me. It's raising your vibration. That happens automatically, and just flowing and going. That's spirituality to me. We're already spiritual. We don't need to make this any harder than it's supposed to be, because it's not supposed to be hard. We're born from the non-physical. So I had a bit of a problem at the beginning of my spiritual journey, kind of during the first kind of processes. It feels like you got to go through these first waves of accepting, unaccepting, unaccepting, accepting. But you know, I would steer away from basketball. I would steer away from a lot of the music that I was listening to, just because they, you know, were talking about women in a certain way, and they used a lot of profanity and all this different stuff. But all in all, those are just words, right? And there's a time and a place for everything. You know, if I go to my grandma's house, I'm not going to be playing WAP. But at the end of the day, we can still, like I said, take bits and pieces of the basketball games, having a beer, you know, going and having I don't do one night stands. I'm just trying to give you examples. That's just not how I flow. But, you know, some people like to do that. And who's to say that that's wrong or right? Nobody besides you. You have the power. You have all of the choice, and nobody can tell you otherwise. And the only thing that makes it right or wrong is not society. It's not what everyone says. It's you. I know we're talking about California fires. It's BS. These fires are BS. Everybody, don't believe in it. Believe in what you believe in. Don't let these people spoon feed you. Oh, another fire. Oh, the fire. Oh, they're just fire. And it's like a show. It's like a game for them. And then they go, it's almost like they don't take it seriously when they go out there in their coats and they're literally in the smoky embers of the fire. It's all ash. Like that was somebody's house, and you guys are shooting a news. Come on. We should have some more sympathy. We should have some more respect, right? But no, they want to get it on camera and they want to show you. And if that tree's on fire, they need to be right by it. Oh man, look, you see the tree here. Come on, don't let them fool you, man. These guys don't know what they're doing. We got all the power now, baby. We got all the power now. Okay, so anyways, I think we kind of touched the topic in the way we wanted to. You know, our firefighters not getting better, right? I believe in firefighters. I believe in policemen. So when I see these fires getting worse, that's a red flag to me, because I know these guys aren't out there doing a terrible job. I know that. I know that's not true, right? You know, when I see that, you know, the fires are burning specific areas and not even the vegetation. It's like they're just burning down houses. You know, I'm gonna say it. People said that, you know, they're using high-level weaponry. They're using laser beams. They're using a laser beam that's literally coming from a satellite. It gets deep. It gets deep, you know, especially in America. But again, this is all a show. And the moment you decide that you have full control and this is your game, none of that applies to you anymore. None of it applies to you. None of this smoke in the air applies to my lungs, because you know what? My lungs know that smoke can't do anything to us because I told it. You understand? We're really kind of going all terrain here. But anyways, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We're gonna be kicking out videos every week, every day, if not every other day. Okay? Like this video if you felt the vibe. Comment if you have any questions, you have any opinions. A lot of you guys have been commenting your opinions. I love it. I love to hear what you guys have to think and have to say about these types of situations. And just overall, I like to hear you guys' feedback. And then last but not least, shout out to my mans. Turn on that notification bell. I'm your man, Forever Young, Michael Young. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. I'm gonna go enjoy my weekend in this smoke city. Go find a mask, like a hazmat suit or something. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.